was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green and grain was yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were a tender and callow fellow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow.
Follow, 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 follow.
Try to remember when life was so tender that no one wept except the willow. Try to remember when life was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember when life was so tender that love was an ember about to billow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow.
Follow, 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 follow.
Follow, 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 follow.
Follow, 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 follow.
Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember without a hurt, the heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember and follow.
Follow, 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 follow.
Follow. Now, let me tell you a few things you may want to know before we begin the play. First of all, the characters. A boy, a girl, two mothers, and a wall. Anything else that's needed, we can get from out of this box. It's hard to know which is most important or how it all began. The boy was born, the girl was born. They grew up quickly, became shy in their own ways and for different reasons, read romances, studied cloud formations in the lazy afternoon, and instead of reading textbooks, tried to memorize the moon. And then when the girl was 16, she was younger than the boy, and she began to notice something strange. Her ugly duckling features had undergone a change. In short, she was growing pretty. For the first time in her whole life, pretty. And the shock so stunned and thrilled her that she became almost immediately, incurably, insane. Observe.
The moon turns red on my birthday every year, and it always will until somebody saves me and takes me back to my palace.
This is a typical remark. The other symptoms vary. She thinks that she is a princess, that her name must be in French, or sometimes Eurasian, although she isn't sure what that is.
You see, no one can feel the way I feel and have a mother named Amy Babcock Bellamy.
She has a glue paste necklace, which she thinks is really real.
I found it in the attic with my father's name inside. It's my favorite possession.
It's her fancy.
It's my pride. This morning, a bird woke me up. It was a lark or a peacock or something like that, some strange sort of bird that I'd never heard. And I said, "Hello?" And it vanished, flew away the very minute that I said hello. It was mysterious. So do you know what I did? I went over to my mirror and I put on my father's necklace, and the very minute that the jewels touched my skin, my eyes turned mauve. No, honestly, mauve. And then blue. And then sort of a deep magenta when the sun hit them. Oh, I am 16 years old, and every day something happens to me. I don't know what to make of it. When I get up in the morning to get dressed, I can tell something's different. Oh, I like to touch my eyelids because they are never quite the same. Oh, I hug myself till my arms turn blue, and then I close my eyes and I cry and cry until the tears come down and I can taste them. I love to taste my tears. I am special. I am special. Oh, please, God, please, don't let me be normal. I'd like to swim in a clear blue stream where the water is icy cold, then go to town in a golden gown and have my fortune told. Just once, just once, just once before I'm old. I'd like to be not evil, but a little worldly wise, to be the kind of girl designed to be kissed upon the eyes. I'd like to dance till 2 o'clock, or sometimes dance till dawn. Or if the band could stand it, just go on and on and on. Just once, before the chance is gone. I'd like to waste a week or two and never do a chore, to wear my hair unfastened so it billows to the floor, to do the things I've dreamed about but never done before. Perhaps I'm bad or wild or mad, with lots of grief in store, but I want much more than keeping house, much more, much more,
Good. And now the boy. His story may be a wee bit briefer because it's pretty much the same.
There is this girl.
That is the essence.
There is this girl.
I warn you, it may be monotonous.
There is this girl. I'm nearly 20 years old. I've had an education, studied biology, been inside a lab, dissected violets. I know the way things are. I'm grown up, stable, willing to conform, beyond such foolish notions. And yet, in spite of my knowledge, there is this girl. She makes me young again and foolish, and with her I perform the impossible. I defy biology and achieve ignorance. There are no other ears but hers to hear the explosion in my soul. There are no other eyes but hers to make me wise. Despite what they say of species, there's not one plant or animal or any living thing that is made quite the same as she is. It's stupid, of course. I know it, and immensely indignified. But I do love her.
Look, this is the wall the mothers built between their houses.
They built it ages ago. Last month, when I came home from school, poor fools, they built it to keep us apart. Maybe she's there now. I hope so. I'll see. I don't know what to call her. She's too vibrant for a name. What shall I call her? Juliet.
Yes, dear.
Helena.
Yes, dear.
And Cassandra and Cleopatra and Beatrice and also Guinevere.
My dear.
I think she's there. Can you hear me?
Oh, barely.
I've been speaking of you.
To whom?
To them. I told them that if anyone were to ask me to describe you, I would be utterly and totally speechless, except to say that you are perhaps Polaris or the inside of a leaf.
Speak a little louder.
I love you. If I were in the desert deep in sand, and the sun was burning like a hot pomegranate, walking through a nightmare in the heat of a summer day, until my mind was parched. Then you are water, cool, clear water, a refreshing glass of water.
What, dear?
Water. Love, you are love, better far than a metaphor can ever be. Love, you are love, my mystery of love. If the world was like an iceberg and everything was frozen, tears turned into icicles in the eye. Snow came pouring, and sleet and ice came stabbing like a knife. Then you are heat, a fire alive with heat, a flame that thaws the iceberg with its heat.
Repeat.
You are heat. Love, you are love,
I am love,
better far than a metaphor can ever be. Love, you are love,
I am love.
my mystery
Mystery
of love. You are Polaris, the one trustworthy star. You are. You are. You are September, a special mystery to me. To me. You are sunlight, moonlight, mountains, valleys, the microscopic inside of a leaf. My joy, my grief, my star. My leaf, love, you are love, better far than a metaphor can ever be. Love, you are love, my mystery of love, 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 love. Louisa!
be careful. I thought I heard a sound.
Oh, but you're trembling.
Oh, my mother loves to spy.
I know. I had to climb through my window. My mother locked my room.
My God, be careful. Suppose you were to fall.
Well, it's on the ground floor.
Oh.
But still, the window's very small. I could get stuck.
This is madness, isn't it?
Yes, it's absolutely mad.
And also very wicked?
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad.
My mother would be furious if she knew.
Listen, I have had a vision.
Of disaster?
No, of azaleas.
Azaleas?
I dreamed I was picking azaleas when all at once this man, he was very old, I'd say nearly 40, but attractive and very evil.
I hate him.
And he had a retinue of scoundrels, and they were hiding behind the rhododendrons, and all at once, as I picked an azalea, he leapt out.
God, I hate him.
Oh, in my vision, how I struggled like the rape of the Sabine woman, and I cried, help!
And I was nearby?
Yes! You come rushing to the rescue, and single-handed, you fight off all his men and win!
And then?
Celebration!
Fireworks!
Fiesta!
Laughter!
Mothers give in.
And we live happily ever after.
There's no reason in the world why it can't happen exactly like that. Someone's coming.
It's my mother.
Kiss me.
Too much moisture. There are a great many things I could tell you about myself. I was once in the Navy. That is where I learned horticulture. Yes, I've been the world over. I've seen it all. The mountain cactus, the century plant, Japanese ivy, and exotic ports where bogwort was sold on the open market. I am a woman of experience. And there is one thing that I have learned. Too much moisture is worse than none at all. Prune a plant, avoid water, go easy on manure. Moderation, that is the moral. That is my son's foot.
Hello, Mother.
What are you doing up in that tree?
Writing verses?
Curses.
How's that?
I offer a mother's curses to the kind of education that makes our children fools. I sent this boy to school, to college, and I hope you know what that costs. Did he learn to dig a cesspool? No. He's up there now, writing verses. Why do I always find you standing beside that wall?
I'm waiting for it to fall. Besides, I like it. I like its lovely texture and its pretty little eyes.
Walls don't have eyes.
Well, then what do you call this flower?
Oh, sweet God, he's clever.
Son, you're an ass. There you stand every day writing verses, while who knows what our neighbor is up to on the other side of that wall. She's a villain. I'll not have it. I'll strip down those branches where an enemy could climb. I'll lime it up with bottles. I'll jack it up with glass.
Ah!
What was that?
Some broken willow, some little wounded bird.
Maybe. But walls have ears even though they don't have eyes. I'll just take a look. Ah! There's that stiffness again. The result of my Navy career. Here, son, you climb. You can see for me.
All right, Mother.
What do you see?
I love you.
I love you too.
What are you mumbling about? Get down from there if there's nothing to be seen. Down, I say.
I obey.
Son, you're an idiot. So I've decided you need to be married. So I went shopping this morning and picked you out a wife.
Ah!
There's that sound again.
Anguished bird.
Weeping willow, it may be. But let's get back to business, son. I've picked you out a girl, a pearl.
And if I prefer a diamond?
How dare you prefer a diamond when I have just offered you a pearl?
Listen carefully to what I have to say. Listen, wall and flowers and wounded bird and willow and mother, you may as well listen too. I will not wed by your wisdom.
What?
I will not walk neatly into a church and contract out to prolongate my race.
You will do
no,
what
I will not go wedding in a too tight suit, nor be witnessed when I take my bride. I'll marry when I marry, in my own particular way, and my bride shall dress in sunlight, with rain for her wedding veil. Out in the open, with no one standing by, no song except September being sung in the busy grass. No sound except our heartbeats, roaring like a flower alive with bees. Without benefit of neighbor, without benefit of book, except perhaps her handprint as she presses her hand in mine. Except perhaps her imprint as she gives me her golden hair in a field while kneeling, being joined by the joy of life there in the air, in the open. That is how I plan to work.
Son, you need pruning. Come inside and write simplicity 200 times without stopping. Perhaps that will improve your style.
That's right, drink away, open up your thirsty little mouths. I'm her mother, and believe me, it isn't easy. Perhaps that's why I love vegetables. So dependable. I mean, you plant a radish and you know what you're about. You don't get a turnip or a cabbage. No. Plant a turnip, get a turnip. Plant a cabbage, get a cabbage. While with children, I thought I had planted a turnip, or at worst, perhaps an avocado, something remotely useful. I'm a merchant, I sell buttons. What need do I have for a rose? There she is. Missy, you must go inside.
I've told you, I'm a princess.
You're a button maker's daughter. Now go inside as you're told. Our enemy's beyond that wall. Up to something. I can feel it. Her and her no good son. Look out, you've stepped in my peppers. That settles it. I'll put a fence here by this wall. A high fence with barbed stickers, an arsenal of wire.
A fence is expensive, Mama.
Expensive? Well, I'll build it myself. Go inside. Do as I tell you. Is she gone? Yes, she's gone. Oh, yodelay, hee-hoo.
Oh, yodelay, hee-hoo.
Huckleberry!
Bellamy!
Neighbor!
Friend!
Shh! How's the gout?
I barely notice. And your asthma?
A trifle. I endure it.
Well, it's nearly settled.
What is?
The marriage! They're nearly ready. I hid in the bushes to listen. Oh, it's something! They're out of their minds with love.
Hooray!
My son, he is fantastic.
My daughter is fantastic too. They're both of them mad.
They are geese.
It was a clever plan we had to build this wall.
Yes, and to pretend to feud.
Just think if they knew that we wanted them wed.
A prearranged marriage?
They'd rather be dead.
Children!
Lovers!
Fantasticks!
Geese!
How clever we
How
are!
crappy to know!
To manipulate children?
Merely say
No.
Oh,
dogs got to bark, a mule's got to bray. Soldiers must fight and preachers must pray. And children, I guess, must get their own way the minute that you say no.
Why did the kids pour jam on the cat? Raspberry jam all over the cat.
Why should the kids do something like that when all that we said was no? My son was once afraid to swim. The water made him wince until I said he mustn't swim. It's been swimming ever since. Been swimming ever since. Oh, dogs got to bark, a
daughter brings a young man in, says, do you like him, Ma? Just tell her he's a fool, and then you've got a son-in-law. You've got a son-in-law. Oh, sure as a June comes right after May, sure as a night comes right after day, you can be sure the devil's to pay the minute that you say no. Make sure you never say no. But there's one problem left.
How to end the feud.
Exactly, you've guessed it. We mustn't let them know.
Oh no. If they knew, we're finished.
We're through.
I think I found the answer. It's delicious, very theatrical. An abduction.
Who's abducted?
Your daughter.
Who abducts her?
A professional abductor. And I've hired the very man.
Ladies, good evening.
What the devil?
Who are you?
I was sent for. A family in distress.
Oh, yes, of course. You're the famous El Gallo.
El Gallo.
Oh, see.
Si.
See, this is what I was about to tell you. This man is a magician. He can help us. You see, we have ourselves a little problem.
A love problem.
I see.
We have a love problem.
You two have a love problem. And you've come to me for help. Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh. Wait a minute.
We're not talking about us. We're talking about our kids.
Who happen to be a boy and a girl.
Less challenging, but I'll see what I can do. You say you have a daughter?
Yes.
I see a girl.
Is her name Luisa?
Is that your daughter's name?
Yes.
That's her! She's standing next to a young man who must be quick before the image fades.
Matt!
Exactly, Matt!
Oh my God!
Amazing.
They seem happy enough.
What about the feud?
Oh, yes, of course, the feud.
That's what I contacted you about. See, this is what I was about to tell you. We hire this man to assist us. He starts to kidnap your daughter. My son runs in to save her. Then a battle.
I allow the boy to defeat me.
Yes. And my son becomes a hero and the feud is over forever.
Oh, how much for such a drama?
That, Signora, depends.
On what?
What else? The ravishment of your daughter.
Nope.
Oh, forgive me. The attempted ravishment, the abduction, the seizure, the raid, the chase. Call it what you will.
I heard her speaking of Sabine woman.
Well, it doesn't sound right to me.
It is, though. I assure you, as a matter of fact, it's standard. The lovers meet in secret, and so forth. A group of villains interrupts them, and so forth. The boy fights off pirates, bandits, Indians. The parents relent. Happy ending, and so forth. All of it quite standard.
What about the cost? And so forth.
Cost goes by type, which, in your case, I think I would recommend a first class.
You mean we get a choice?
Yes, of course. With regular union rates, it depends on what you pay. You have to pay. So come on and pay. With the obvious open schoolboy chase, with little mandolins and a fast embrace, a childish prank, it's little in request, a first-class raid, that is what I would suggest. Just try to see it, and you will soon agree, signores. Why invite regret When you can order an abduction, you will never forget. An abduction that's emphatic, an abduction that's polite. An abduction done with Indians, a truly charming sight. An abduction done on horseback, they'll say it's new and gay. So you see, the masquerade depends on what you pay. It depends on what you pay.
Muppet, it depends on what you pay. So why be stingy? It depends on what you...
The spectacular raid, with costumes ordered from the east, requires rehearsal and takes a dozen men at least. A couple of singers and a string quartet. A major production requires a set.
Sounds expensive.
Just try to see it, and you will soon see, senores, why invite regret. When you can order an abduction, you will never forget. An abduction that's emphatic, an abduction that's polite. An abduction done with Indians, a truly charming sight. An abduction done on horseback, they'll say it's distinct gay. So you see, the masquerade depends on what you pay. So you see, the masquerade depends on what you pay. It depends on what you pay.
So why be stingy? It depends on what you pay. The kids will love it. It depends on what you...
The comic snatch, perhaps it's just a trifle too unique. The pastoral, done with canoeing on a moonlit creek.
That's kind of pretty.
The gothic rope, I play Valkyrie on the bass bassoon. The drunken brawl, I fight the boy inside a cheap saloon.
Something cheap.
Perhaps you'd like our special rape ballet. I make an entrance doing grand jeté. Ballet's expensive, but it's in demand. The military siege, it comes with drummers and a band, you understand?
I understand.
It's very grand.
It's very grand.
It comes with drums and a great big brass band. Yeah!
It's so Spanish. That's why I like it.
I like it too. Ay, ay, ay!
Just try to see it.
I see
And you will soon see, senores, why invite regret. When you can order an abduction, you will never forget.
An abduction that's emphatic, an abduction that's polite, an abduction done with Indians, a truly charming sight. An abduction done on horseback, they all say it's new and gay. So you see, the masquerade depends on what you pay. So you see, the masquerade depends on what you pay. So you see, the masquerade depends on what you pay. So you see, the masquerade depends on what you pay. 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 Depends a lot on what you.
I say they're only young once. Let's order us a first class. Olé!
One abduction, first class.
With trimmings.
With trimmings. Now, let's see. Is it to be a big affair or intimate?
We thought just the children.
I mean afterwards, at the party.
No, just the immediate family.
No guests? Perhaps a gathering on the lawn.
Too expensive. Just the immediate family will be enough.
As you wish. That means the orchestra can go home then. Still, big affairs are nice.
Perhaps some other time.
All right then. You'd better go home and rehearse your parts.
An abduction that's emphatic, an abduction that's polite, an abduction done with Indians, a truly charming sight. An abduction done on horseback, they all say it's new and gay. So you see, the masquerade depends on what you pay. It depends on what you pay.
Olé!
La, time is rushing, and a major production to do. I need actors, extra actors to stage my elaborate abduction. But I'm not worried. Something will turn up. I can sense it in the air. There, you hear? What did I tell you?
Sir, the players have arrived.
Signor, the players are most welcome.
Oh, don't look at us like we are, sir, please. Remove 10 pounds of road dust from these aged, wrinkled cheeks. See, makeup caked in glowing powder pink. Imagine a beard full-blown and blowing, like the whiskers of a bear. And hair, imagine hair. In a box, I've got all colors, so I beg you, imagine hair. And not these clothes. Oh, no. Dear God, not rags like any beggar has. But see me in a doublet. Mortimer, fetch the doublet. Yes. Oh. Ooh. There, imagine. It's torn, I know. Forget it. It vanishes. Under light. No. That's it. That's the whole trick. Try to see me. Under light. I recite. Oh, say Q, you'll see. Oh, know it. Go on, say one. Try me.
Friends, Romans, countrymen.
It's what?
Friends, Romans, countrymen.
No, don't tell me. I can get it.
Right.
Let's see. Friends, Romans. I can't hear a bloody word you're saying. Oh! Why, yes, of course. Why, that one's easy. Why didn't you pick out something hard? Watch this. Friends, Romans, countrymen, screw your courage to the sticking place, and be no second that our handmaiden should be far more fair than she is. How was that?
Amazing.
Well, try to see it under light. I assure you, it's dazzling. I am Henry Albertson. Perhaps you recall my Hamlet.
Yes, of course.
You remember? I have the clippings.
Perhaps later.
Very well, I preserve them. Who knows? I may write a book someday. This is Mortimer. She does death scenes. She has been with me for 40 years. Want to see one? She's an expert. Well, go ahead, Mortimer. Die for the man. You see? What did I tell you? Now, down to business. You, sir, need players.
For a love scene. Have you done romantic drama, Henry?
That, sir, is my speciality. Have you never seen my Romeo? No.
No, I must have missed that.
You didn't see my Romeo.
I don't think I was born yet.
What about my Brutus?
No.
Shylock? Lear? Richard II? Richard III? Rip Van Winkle? Peter Pan? I have the clippings.
Henry, here's the path. Aha! We'll have these players play something like the abduction of the maiden before this lover.
And if he but blench,
We'll stand our ground and fight until the lot of us is downed.
nobly done.
This way, Henry.
Oh, young man. Thank you.
Henry! Where'd you want me?
Off left, Mortimer. Indians are always off left.
Henry! What's my cue?
I'll let you know when it's time.
Righto!
Oh, and Mortimer, don't forget. Dress the stage. And dear friend, don't cluster up when you die. She's not really a Native American, you know. Well, that about does it, I think. I imagine we'd better hide.
Oh, I nearly forgot. I promised them moonlight.
Amazing!
Beautiful, eh? A lover's moon. You go ahead, Henry. I'll be right there. You wonder how these things begin. Well, this begins with a glen. It begins with a season which, for want of a better word, we might as well call September. It begins with a forest where the woodchucks woo and the leaves wax green and vines entwine like lovers. Try to see it, not with your eyes, for they are wise, but see it with your ears, the cool green breathing of the leaves, and hear it with the inside of your hand, the soundless sound of shadows flicking light. Celebrate sensation. Recall that secret place. You've been there. You remember that special place where once, just once in your crowded, sunlit lifetime, you hid away in shadows from the tyranny of time. That spot beside the clover where someone's hand held your hand, and love was sweeter than the berries, or the honey, or the stinging taste of mint. It is September, before a rainfall, a perfect time to be in love.
Hello.
Whoa! My mother's going to be very angry.
I know, so is mine.
We've never been here at night.
No?
It's different from the day.
Are you frightened?
Yes. No. It's cold here. There's going to be a storm.
Would you like my jacket?
No, thank you. Matt,
Yes.
my hand is trembling.
Don't be afraid. Please.
All right. I promise.
There. It's all right.
Matt, take care of me. Teach me. I don't want to be awkward or afraid. I love you, Matt. I want there to be a happy ending.
I promise that there will be. Look,
What?
my hand is trembling too.
Hear how the wind begins to whisper. See how the leaves go streaming by. Smell how the velvet rain is falling out where the fields are warm and dry. Now is the time to run inside and stay.
Soon it's gonna rain. I can see it. Soon it's gonna rain. I can tell. Soon it's gonna rain. What are we gonna do? Soon it's gonna rain. I can see it. Soon it's gonna rain. I can tell. Soon it's gonna rain. What'll we do with you? We'll find 4 limbs of a tree we'll build. 4 walls and a floor we'll bind. It over with leaves and duck inside to stay. Then we'll let it rain. We'll not feel it. Then we'll let it rain. Rain pell-mell. And we'll not complain if it never stops at all. We'll live and love within our own 4 walls. Would you like for me to show you around the castle?
Oh, yes, please.
The lookout tower? And the throne? And this? The family pride and joy? The ballroom.
My, how grand.
Princess?
Your Highness.
We'll find 4 limbs of a tree.
We'll build 4 walls and a floor.
We'll bind it over with leaves and run inside to stay. Come run inside to stay. Soon it's gonna rain. I can see it. I can feel it. Run inside. And then we'll let it rain. We'll not feel it. Then we'll let it rain. Rain will rain. And we'll not complain
Happy ending.
if it never stops at all.
Then we'll let it rain. Why complain?
We'll live and love.
Within our walls.
Happily we'll live and love. No cares at all. Happily we'll live and love within our castle
Thank you so much. Orchestra, accelerando con molto prosciutto.
He's ruining the mood.
Swords, Indians ready. Indians abduct. Off left, damn it.
Yep. I think I pulled something.
Oh, you get a bit sore at first drawing like that. It's not the easiest thing in the business, but I like it. I've been drawing for 40 years, ever since I was a gal. You should have seen me in those days, or I could dive a 20-foot cliff backwards. People used to cry out, "Die again, Mortimer! Die again!" But of course, I never did.
Well, Henry, are you off now?
Yes, going somewhere. There's not much left of the old company anymore. Just Mortimer and me. But we make out. I recite Shakespeare, and Mortimer dies. There's typically an audience. Somewhere.
Henry? Henry!
Oh, I nearly forgot. Your moon.
Thank you. Good night, sweet prince.
And if flights of angels sing thee to thy... That's my light. Thank you. And if flights of angels sing thee to thy rest, why doth the drum come hither? And what... Seriously? Remember, Mortimer, there are no small actors, just small parts. Remember me in light.
Love, you are love, better far than a metaphor can ever be. Love, you are love, a mystery of love, 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 love.
Very pretty, eh? Worthy of a Watteau. A group of living statues. What do they call it? A tableau. I wonder if they can hold it. Well, they'll try to, I suppose. But yet it won't be easy to hold such a pretty pose. We'll see. We'll leave them for a bit, then we'll see. Act 1 is over. It's the intermission now.
It's just the nearness of you. When you're in my arms, and I feel you so close to me that all my wildest dreams they came true. I need no soft lights to enchant me, lovers. Ballerina. suggest you get the best of your wish. May I insist at no contest for little you or smaller I. A larger chance at what all there may lie.
Okay, I am feeling so good from that Red
No.
Bull that I had.
Checking.
It
1,
was
2,
so
1, 2. Am I good, sound?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I
Can we hear it up a little bit?
like
At
more
all?
than the vegetables,
Don't
caffeine.
Maybe
all
possible
the way.
lucky Check.
Oh my God! Why am I brought one right there? Come on!
I'm coming! I'm sorry I'm late! I'm coming!
Here.
Come on!
Every time!
Every single, it's literally meant
This
every
is
night.
literally closing night. We have to
Stop
be.
yelling at me! I'm gonna cry! Ouch!
Their moon was cardboard, fragile. It was very apt to fray. And what was last night scenic may seem cynic by today. The play's not done, oh no, not quite, for life never ends in the moonlit night. And despite what pretty poets say, the night is only half the day. So we would like to truly finish what was foolishly begun, for the story is not ended and the play is never done, until we all of us have been burned a bit and burnished by the sun.
It's hot!
What?
Hot!
Oh!
And now we can meet in the sunlight.
Now there is no more wall.
Aren't we happy?
Yes. Aren't we?
He looks different in the sunlight.
I am not ready to get married yet.
I thought he'd be taller somehow.
When you get right down to it, she's only the girl next door.
Friend!
Neighbor!
In-law!
Oh!
Well, this is what we've always wanted. Our gardens are one.
We're merged!
Related!
Amalga!
Mated!
Well,
What shall we do today?
Whatever you say.
And tomorrow?
The same? I wonder where that road goes.
I'd like to take my clothes off and go swimming in a stream. Really?
Water! 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 Oh!
what did you say?
I said, water! 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 Oh!
Clip, clip, clip!
What?
You're clipping my kumquat!
Rot!
Ugh. This plum is too ripe.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Please don't watch me while I'm eating.
Sorry.
You're about to drown that magnolia.
Sorry! You're standing in my kumquat!
Sorry!
Take away the golden moonbeam. Take away the tinsel sky. What a night seems oh so scenic. Maybe cynic by and by.
Take away the painted sunset. Take away the blue lagoon. What a night seems oh so scenic. Maybe cynic, much too soon.
Take away the sense of drama. Take away the puppet play. What a night seems oh so scenic. Maybe cynic by today.
Take away the secret meetings. Take away the chance to fight. What a night seems oh so scenic. Maybe cynic in the light. So take it away and paint it up right. So take it away and decorate it. So take it away, that sun is too bright.
Say that it really is a pity.
It used to be so pretty.
Take away the golden moonbeam. Take away the tinsel
painted
sky.
sunset. Take away the blue lagoon. What a night seems oh so scenic.
Take away the chance to fight. What a night seems oh so scenic. Maybe cynic in the light. By today, much too soon. By and by.
This plum is too ripe.
Sorry!
I miss the moon.
We'll just wait a couple of hours.
I was a fool to tear down that wall.
So was I. I hate people tromping in my garden.
What do you mean, your garden? I thought this was supposed to be
Mine!
ours.
That's what I mean! Mine!
Please, no fighting. You see, I come like Cassandra with fig leaf in hand.
It was Minerva.
And that is a plum.
Well,
Don't mind them, dear. I think they're jealous
Jealous?
of us, of our passion and our youth.
Fantastic.
See, they are jealous.
it's sweet, just like drama. Mothers always play the fool.
I could speak if I chose to.
Speak what?
Better not.
No, I'll be silent. But you better not push it much further.
You forget. I'm a hero. Ah, what swordplay! Now that was really living.
That handsome bandit. My, what hands.
Hot-blooded bandits, and I cut them down like wheat.
I could speak, but I won't.
It's tempting, but we shouldn't.
It should be made into an epic poem.
I'll write it.
Or better yet, a shrine.
Divine, I'll build it.
Where the wall was.
This very spot I heard your call, and here beside our mother's wall, I drew my sword, and I slew them all. How many? 20?
30.
Yes, or even 32. And everyone there was to slay, I slew.
Ah.
Ass!
I beg your pardon?
I say that you're an ass!
Charming.
Isn't it? She behaves like a pantaloon.
By God, that does it! Wait! No! I'm no pantaloon. You think that walls come tumbling down? You think that brigands find an open gate? The way prepared? You think it's fate?
What?
You think that mothers play the fool? To children barely out of school?
They do in
Stop
books.
it. In books, maybe. It's not the same in reality. No, children. Children act on puppet stages, prepared by parents' hard-won wages. Or do you think such things can be? You think a first-class ravishment comes free? By God, look at that. It's the villain's fee.
What is that?
An itemized bill for your pretty little abduction.
But the feud.
We arranged it.
In the wall?
Built to fall.
I don't believe it.
Read on, Macduff.
Item, a silver piece for actor to portray an Indian raiding party, body paint included. Item, a piece in gold to the famous El Gallo.
El Gallo.
El Gallo for allowing himself to seem wounded by a beardless callow boy. Item, 1 moon. I see you spared no pains.
You mean it wasn't real? the bandits, the moonlight.
Everything?
But it isn't fair. We didn't need your moon or bandits. We're in love. We could have made our own moons.
My child.
We were just puppets.
A marriage of convenience.
Son.
Louisa. You see? You've spoiled everything.
I told you it wouldn't work.
You told? You? Why, you liar! Get out of my kumquat!
Damn your kumquat. Excuse me.
That does it! You're a murderer!
And you're a fool!
Drown! Drown!
Stop that, you aquamaniac!
You kleptomaniac! By God, that does it! I'm going to build up my wall!
I too!
I'll line mine up with bottles!
I'll jack mine up with glass!
On guard!
Pardon me.
Damn!
Wait!
Look, it's my bandit.
You are El Gallo.
Sometimes.
About this bill, I think you earned it rather easily.
Well, you made it rather easy to earn.
That's true. But now I'll make it harder. Where's my sword? Somebody get me a sword!
Nice boy.
On guard!
Up a bit with the wrist. That foot back more. Aim at the entrails. That's good. Encore. Thrust 1. Thrust 2. Bend the knee. Thrust 3. And make sure to parry like this. See? Another lesson?
Matt! You!
Villain. Don't do that. You'll hurt your hand.
Matt, wait.
What?
I just thought I should tell you. I think you were right.
Right?
Not to pick up the sword, not to fight with him. I mean, maybe you're not ready yet
Not ready?
to be the hero. I mean, not yet.
Well, maybe I could be the villain instead. He seems to get all the good scenes, at least with you. Don't do that. You'll hurt your hand. What a lie!
You know what I think? I think you'd better grow up.
Grow up. Grow up? And this from a girl who's only 16?
Girls mature faster.
No, this can't be happening. If I'm not mad, if I'm not gloriously insane, I'm just me again. And if I'm me, I can see
What?
everything. All the flaws. You're childish,
Childlike.
silly,
Soulful.
and you have freckles.
That's a lie.
I can see them under those pounds of powder. Look, freckles.
I hate you.
You see, self-deception. It's a sign of immaturity to wear lavender perfume before you're 40.
You're a poser. I've heard you walking around the garden at night, reciting romantic poems about yourself. Ha! The great swordsman.
You're adolescent!
Ah!
Beyond that road lies adventure.
I'm going to take my clothes off and go swimming in a stream.
You'll never hear of me again, my dear. I've decided to be bad.
I'll sit up all night, sing songs to the moon.
I'll drink and gamble. I'll grow a mustache. I'll find my madness somewhere out there.
I'll find mine too. I'll have an affair.
Goodbye forever.
See if I care.
This tiny tear is enough. This tear. The boy will go, the girl will stay, and thus runs the world away. See, he sees it, and the world seems very grand.
Beyond that road lies a shining world.
Beyond that road lies despair.
Beyond that road lies a world that's gleaming.
People who are scheming.
Beauty,
Hunger.
glory, sorrow, never a pain or care.
He's liable to find a couple of surprises there. There's a song he must sing, it's a well-known song, but the tune is bitter and it doesn't take long to learn.
I can learn.
That pretty little world that beams so bright, that pretty little world that seems delightful can burn.
Let me learn. Let me learn. For I can see it shining somewhere. Bright light somewhere invite me to come there and learn. And I'm ready. I can hear it. Sirens singing inside my ear. I hear them all singing. Come learn. Who knows? Maybe all the visions I can see may be waiting just for me to say. Take me there and make me see it. Make me feel it. I know it's so, I know that it really may be. Let me learn. I
Can see it
shining
somewhere. Those lights not only glitter, but once there, they burn.
I can see it. I can hear it.
Can hear it.
Siren
Siren singing. Don't listen close, or maybe you'll never return. Who knows? Maybe all the visions he can see may be waiting just for him to say.
I can see it
Say.
shining somewhere.
Say.
Let me see it.
Say.
Take me there and make me a part of it. Make
Make
sights
him
inside
feel
of me.
it.
Make me feel those lights inside.
Him
Don't lie to
see
me.
it. I know it's so. He knows
Knows that it really may be just what I've always waited for. This is what my life's created for. Let me learn.
The world will teach him very quickly the secret he needs to know. A certain parable about romance. And so we let him go. We commit him to the tender mercies of the most stringent teacher, time. But, just so there's no slip up, we'll add a bit of spice.
Hold on there a minute, matey.
What?
And where may you be going, my fiery-eyed young friend? Don't bother to answer. I can see it in your eyes.
I see it too. Them beady little eyes.
You go for the goose, the golden goose that lays the platinum-plated egg, right?
Right.
Right. I am Lodovico, just like yourself, a young rooster looking for the pleasant pinch of adventure.
Young rooster?
Yes, cock-a-doodle-doo. And to your left, observe the seamy individual. She is my companion who goes by the name of Socrates.
I'm Roman.
Romanov, she means, a blue blood. She is descended from the Tsars.
The Tsars?
Yes, the Tsars. She is, in fact, the noblest Roman of them all. But enough of chit-chat.
Enough.
You long for adventure. We'll take you there, won't we, Socky?
We'll take 'em all right.
To all the places you've ever dreamed of. Venice, Egypt. Oh, Egypt. I'm dying, Egypt. That's a line from something. I don't recall just what.
I thought I would.
Oh, seek your fortune. Exactly why we're here, right, Socky?
Right, Lodi, we're going to give you the works.
The fireworks, she means.
It was my intention
Oh,
to...
forget intentions. They paved the road to hell. We'll see to your education.
We know all the ropes.
And the ropes to skip as well.
Ethan Idle.
Whirling girlies.
Gypsy gypsies.
Fantastic beauty. Just waiting to be unzipped.
But I...
Oh, don't bother to thank us. Maestro.
Beyond that road's an episode, an episode, an episode. Beyond that road's an episode, just waiting to be unzipped.
Beyond that road's an episode, an episode, an episode. Beyond that road's an episode. Look out, you nearly tripped.
I know.
I can see it shining somewhere. Somewhere. Somehow. That was pretty good. Not my key, but you know, you can't have everything.
Now, grant me in your minds a month. October is over and the sky grows gray. A month goes by, it's a little bit colder. A month goes by, we're 1 month older.
That's fine. There's nothing better than a good thick wall. Keep working, friend. Keep working.
Still progressing. Good. We want to get it finished before snowfall.
Getting colder. I'll just take a look at the wall. Fine. Keep on working. Lord, this weather makes a woman feel old.
Not a word. He's been gone for an entire month and I haven't had a single word. How's it going? Oh, I forgot. You're not supposed to talk.
Louisa, now dear, listen. It's silly to lay in the garden. You'll catch pneumonia. You'll catch asthma. Louisa. Well, anyway, I brought you a little shawl. I don't suppose you'd care to see my garden?
She won't answer.
I don't recall addressing that remark to you, ma'am.
She's not supposed to speak.
Oh well. By the way,
Yes?
oh, nothing. What's so funny?
I was just thinking how we used to meet.
Climbing over the wall
Secret meetings.
just to play a little game of cards. How's your son?
Not a word.
He'll be back when he runs out of your money.
Thank you. And your daughter.
Like a statue, does nothing but dream all day.
Pity. How's your garden?
Growing.
Mine too.
So dependable. Gardens go on growing.
Yes, indeed they do.
I'll tell you, I love vegetables.
Yes, it's true. I love them too.
Plant a radish, get a radish, never any doubt. That's why I love vegetables, you know what you're about.
Plant a turnip, get a turnip, maybe you'll get two. That's why I love vegetables, you know that they'll come through.
They're dependable.
They're befriendable.
They're the best pal a parent's ever known. So plant a carrot,
Get a carrot.
not a Brussels sprout. That's why I love vegetables, you know what you're about. Life is merry,
If it's very
vegetarian. A man who plants a garden is a very happy man.
Plant a beanstalk, get a beanstalk just the same as Jack. Then if you don't like it, you can always take it back.
But if your issue doesn't kiss you, then I'd wish you luck. For once you've planted children, you're absolutely stuck. Every turnip green, every kidney bean, every plant grows according to the plot.
While with progeny,
It's hodgepodgeny. For as soon as you think you know what kind you've got, it's what they're not. So plant a cabbage, get a cabbage.
not a sauerkraut.
That's why I love vegetables, you know what you're about. Life is merry,
If it's very
vegetarian. A man who plants a garden is a very happy man.
a vegetarian.
Very merry vegetarian. Say, what about a little game of cards? Pinnacle?
I prefer poker.
All right, but let's hurry.
You still owe me from last time. You keep on working.
She is a good worker.
I'd like to swim in a clear blue stream where the water is icy cold. Then go to town in a golden gown and have my fortune told.
Just once, just once before you're old.
It's my bandit.
You're bandit, yes.
What are you doing up in that tree?
Growing ripe,
Well, don't grow too ripe or you'll fall.
very wise.
What do you see from up there?
Everything,
Really?
nearly.
Do you see Matt?
Do you care?
No, I just wondered. Can I climb up there beside you?
You can, if you can.
There. I don't see everything.
It takes a while.
All I see is my own house and Matt's and the wall.
And that's all?
All. Is it fun to be a bandit?
It has its moments.
Well, I think it must be fun. Tell me, do you ride on a great white horse?
I used to.
But no longer?
I developed a saddle rash. Very painful.
How unglamorous. I never heard of a hero who had a saddle rash.
Oh, it happens. Occupational hazard.
Tell me, what is your favorite plunder?
Plunder? I think that's pirates.
Well, then, booty.
You've been reading too many books.
Well, you must steal something.
Oh, yes, I steal fancies. I steal whatever is treasured most.
Ah, that's more like it. Precious rubies.
Precious rhinestones.
Rhinestones.
Can be precious, depends on your point of view.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound very sound. Economically, I mean.
Pretty child.
Do you think so? Do I attract you?
Somewhat.
Oh, but that's splendid! Look, see this ribbon? That's where you gave me a bruise.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, but don't be silly. I adore it. It's my almost favorite thing. Tell me, have you seen the world?
A bit, yes.
Is it like in the books?
Depends on what books you read.
The adventures, the romances. Cast off thy name, a rose by any other name. Do you know that?
Sounds familiar.
Oh, put up thy sword. The dew will rust it. That's Othello. He was older than Desdemona, but she loved him because he had seen the world. Of course he killed her.
Of course.
Oh, it is a far better thing that I do now than I have ever done before. Oh, isn't that beautiful? That man was beheaded.
I'm not surprised.
Take me there.
Where?
To the parties, to the world.
But I'm a bandit. There's a price upon my head.
Oh, well, I was hoping there would be.
You and I? Us? Together?
Yes, dancing forever and forever.
Round and round till the break of day. Candles glow, fiddles play. Why not be wild if we feel that way? Reckless and terribly gay. Round and round neath a magic spell. Velvet gown, pink lapel. Life is a colorful carousel. Reckless and terribly gay.
I'm ready anytime. If you'll take me, I'm ready to go. So show the way to me. I will try to be ready to go.
I seem to see Venice, we're on a lagoon. A gondolia's crooning a gondola tune. The air makes your hair billow blue in the moon.
Oh, I could swoon.
You're so blue in the moon.
Oh, look at the peasants. They're lighting candelabras. No, I believe they're lighting torches. Oh, yes, see, they've started burning the palaces. Oh, there goes the Doge.
Arrivederci.
Oh, what fun. I adore pyrotechnics. But that man, look out.
Mask.
He's burning.
Mask.
My God, he's on fire.
Keep on dancing.
But he's burning.
Just put up the mask. Then it's pretty.
Oh, yes. Isn't he pretty? He's all sort of orange, red-orange. That's one of my favorite colors. Oh, you look lovely.
We'll just dance. We'll kick up our heels to music and dance until my head reels with music just like a lovely real romance. All we'll do is daily dance. All we'll do is just dance. All we'll do is just dance. All we'll do is just...
Oh, I'm exhausted.
But you can't be. The evening's just started. Round and round till the break of day. Candles glow, fiddles play. Why not be wild if we feel that way? Reckless and terribly gay.
I'm ready anytime. If you'll take me, I'm ready to go. So show the way to me. I will try to be ready to go.
I seem to see Athens, it's terribly chic. Atop the Acropolis, it's terribly Greek. There's Venus, Adonis, and us cheek to cheek.
Oh, how chic.
To be Greek cheek to cheek.
Oh, observe the friendly natives.
Hello there.
Oh, look, how gay. Look, dear, they're beating a monkey. Isn't that fun? Oh, I wonder why anyone should be beating a monkey. Oh, no, that's it. That's not a monkey at all. It's a man dressed in a monkey suit. That man, they hurt him.
Put up the mask.
But he's wounded.
The mask, the mask.
Oh, look, dear, they're beating a man dressed in a monkey suit. It's a show. Look, how jolly. Oh, don't stop. It's charming. Don't stop. That's it. Ride some more.
We'll just dance. We'll kick up our heels to music and dance until my head reels with music just like a lovely real romance. All we'll do is daily dance. All we'll do is just dance. All we'll do is just dance. All we'll do is just...
Just sit this one out.
Ridiculous! When there's music to be danced to, play, gypsies!
Round and
and round neath a magic spell. Velvet gown, pink lapel, life is a colorful carousel, reckless and terribly gay.
Anytime,
We're so
round
gay.
me, I'm ready to go. Show the way to me. I will try to be ready to go.
We'll be in Benghazi or maybe Bombay. I understand India is terribly gay. The natives assemble on feast day and play.
Snakes?
Yes! What a racket it makes.
Oh, I think I'm going to just love India. Such a big population. I adore crowds. Oh, look, there goes the Fakir. Hi, Fakir. See, he's there with his assistants. They all know Yogi, and they're just loads of fun. Oh, there's one. A young one. They're putting him down on some nails. If he fails, he'll be cut to bits by those nails. Oh, that man, help him!
Put up the mask.
But he's bleeding horribly.
Mask!
Go on! Sit down harder! Aw, he's a sissy. I don't believe he's a real fakir. They never complain. He's a fake fakir. Fake!
We'll just dance. We'll kick up our heels to music and dance. Until my head reels with music, just like a lovely real romance. All we'll do is daily. I can see the friendly natives. All we'll do is just dance. All we'll do is just dance. All we'll do is just round and round neath a magic spell.
Round and round and round and round.
All we'll do is just, 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 all we'll do is just dance. Now hurry! You must pack your things so we can run away.
Kiss me first.
All right? What is it?
Oh, at last I have been kissed upon the eyes. No matter what happens, I will never, ever forget that kiss. I'll go now.
One word, Louisa, listen. I want to tell you this. I promise to remember, too, that one particular kiss. Now hurry! We have a lifetime for kisses.
True. You'll wait here?
I promise. Wait! Give me a trinket to pledge that you will come back. That necklace.
Was my father's.
Good. It will serve as your pledge.
All right. I give you this necklace because it is my favorite thing. Here. Guard it. It's really like that? The world is like you say?
Of course. Beyond that road lies a shining world.
Beyond that road lies despair.
Beyond that road lies a world that's gleaming.
People who are scheming.
Beauty,
Hunger,
glory,
sorrow.
never a pain nor care.
She's liable to find a couple of surprises there.
I'm ready. It won't be long. You'll be here?
Right here, I promise.
Wait!
Well, the prodigal son comes home.
That necklace. Where'd you get it?
Oh, this? Nothing, just a souvenir.
It's Louisa's, isn't it? You stole it!
Oh, please. She gave it to me. Not that it's any business of yours.
Well, give it back!
El Gallo! El Gallo! El Gallo! El Gallo?
There is a curious paradox that no one can explain. Who understands the secret of the reaping of the grain? Who understands why spring is born out of winter's laboring pain? Or why we must all die a bit before we grow again? I do not know the answer. I merely know it's true. I hurt them for that reason, and myself a little too.
It isn't worth tears. Louisa, please don't cry.
You look awful.
I know.
What's that swelling?
It's my eye.
And those scratches. What in the world happened to you?
The world happened to me.
Did you drink and gamble?
The first day, yes, but the drink was drugged and the wheel kept hitting sixes until I played a six.
Did you serenade senoras?
I can't remember. I was drugged or hypnotized or something. There was a funny light and mirrors
I know.
and the music. Some sort of strange music and people turning, spinning.
Wearing masks,
I remember crying out.
and no one came to help you. I'm sorry, Matt.
No. I deserve it. I've been foolish.
I have too. Believe me, more than you.
When the moon was young, when the month was May, when the stage was hung for my holiday, I saw shining lights, but I never knew they were you, they were you, they were you.
When the dance was done, when I went my way, when I tried to find rainbows far away, all the lovely lights seemed to fade from view. They were you, they were you, they were you.
Without you near me, I can't see. When you're near me, wonderful things come to be. Every secret prayer,
Every fancy free,
everything I did for both you and me, all my wildest dreams multiplied by two. They were you,
they were you.
they were you.
They were you.
They were you. They were
I missed you, Matt.
I missed you too.
But you've been hurt.
Yes.
But you should have told me. You should have told me right away. Here. Sit down. Let me see if I can find it.
You've been Part 2.
Yes.
Look, it's beginning to snow.
I know.
Here, take my coat.
No. Both. There's room enough for both.
Love, you are love.
You are love.
Better far than a metaphor can ever, ever be. Love, you are love.
You are love.
My mystery.
My mystery of
Love.
Look! They've come back.
It's a miracle. Let's take down the wall.
No, leave the wall. Remember, you must always leave the wall. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember without a hurt. The heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice